after a tornado ripped through Little Rock. Thank you for joining us here for Wave News. We want to get right back into our severe weather coverage here. Chief Meteorologist Kevin Harnett has been with us all throughout the evening. And Kevin, we saw those tornadoes rip through, and now we know that that weather could move through our area. And the hardest part is it's through in those late nights.
Yeah, and here's the deal on this, Dawn. We've seen rain go through today. It stabilized our atmosphere some, so it's really watching what's happening to our west, the strength of those. Again, with the sunset, things will be easing, but usually it takes a couple of hours after sunset for that to happen. So severe weather, is it in the cards? It's a chance. But as the night goes on, it gets lower and lower. That's the good news. The alert day will continue. I do think there's a period of strong, possibly severe storms between 9 p.m. and 2 a.m. The main threat, if it were going to happen, is about the wind, whether that's straight line winds or isolated tornadoes. But the storm should weaken as they move off to the east. Again, this rain that we're seeing is helping out. Cooler temperatures. That's what we like to see. That's going to help things out as the storms move closer to us. What we have to watch is what's happening in this zone here, from St. Louis down to Memphis. And that's where we see several severe thunderstorm warnings, even an isolated tornado warning. That's what's going to be moving closer to us. Farther to the north, we have a number of tornado and severe thunderstorm warnings, northern Illinois. Farther to the south, a number of tornado warnings that stretch from Memphis down across southern parts of Arkansas. So those were the three zones. Again, high-risk areas where we saw the tornado warnings, moderate risk area otherwise. And that, again, is the zone that parts of central and southern Indiana will stay in. The best timings, mid to late evening for us. Temperatures will stay in the 50s overnight tonight, and we'll stay in the 50s tomorrow, too. We'll talk more about the detailed timeline for tonight's storms, give you another update of the radar, and point out what to expect next week in that 10-day earliest alert in just a few minutes.
All right. We'll join you then, Kevin. Thank you. Turning now to our regional recap. A police officer is dead after a crash early this morning in Cincinnati. Officer